EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go from AT&T Stadium. Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. That touchdown, #1 for him on the year. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys will race out to a quick 7-0 end. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Johnson now to return. Oh, he's done through him past the 30. The good return here brings it up to the 33-yard line.
Here we go. Set, go.
They'll run, and this is Cam Scatterboot. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Okay, ready?
Of 26 yards.
First
down, Giants.
Ready.
They'll run. It's the rookie from Alabama. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
37. Here's second down and 6. Another run here with Johnson. He's got space inside the 25. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28.
At the 9-yard line.
Let's go now. Hut.
Quick throw to Neighbors on the RPO. And the tackle is made at about the 6.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down. And now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
Here we go, set. Black, 95. Set.
He'll try to run, and it's Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Giants. Jason Sanders on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Giants will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter.
Jason Sanders
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Williams. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
First carry now for Jaden Blue. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Okay, break.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go.
Blue going to get it again here on first down. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He's done it again, back-to-back good runs. 19 this time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, here's Milton. It'll be swung out wide to Spears.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they ended up holding him to just a short gain.
Throwing on second down is Milton. He's got it at about the 8. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. Cowboys will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go. One set.
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
There's an opening. Trying to avoid tacklers, and the ball is out. The Cowboys have it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball.
Oh, a loose football. The defense has got it. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back, but either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position. All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
They go back to Allen.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. First and second down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a third and long. We'll see if they try something else.
Here we go.
On third down, it's Allen.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll look to throw. That is Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. Sanders here for the extra point.
Touchdown, Giants.
He's got it, and the Giants will tie things up. We are all even at 14.
Sanders set to kick off.
Back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here's Williams on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
29-yard line.
Ready.
The drive starting with a carry by Blue. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
Brings up second
Lost
and
one
11.
on the last play, so now it's second and 11. A run once more with Blue. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A gain there of 15. That's good for a Dallas first down.
First down.
Come on. Got me right.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Again, it's Blue. Again, he finds an opening. Inside the 25. And he will score. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Cowboys. On for the PAT is on. It's up and through. And the Cowboys have broken the deadline. They move out to a 21-14 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. A return now from the full. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
27-yard line.
Ready, set, go.
On the handoff, it is Allen. The modest game, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Ready,
A
break.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Now a screen set up for Johnson.
The second
This
down
one could be
pass.
sniffed out. Thrown up in the backfield.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
Here we go, set. Hut.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
Their own 43-yard line.
Ready, set, go.
They'll start this on the ground with Blue. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field.
19 Cardinals.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
19 Lions. 19.
Getting out of the gun is Milton. And the rush gets sold. He'll go down. They got him.
It's a 10-yard line.
Ryan Burns
Brings up 2nd
in
and
there
20
to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Ready.
Blue now on the zone read. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season.
Here we go. Set. Hut.
On 3rd and long, here's Milton. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completed. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a first down.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Viking 18. Hut.
Here's Milton. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
Milton's pass.
And this will be incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there.
On the coverage.
And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
On the ground, it's Blue. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not having it. Gonna lose a yard.
Tackled by Brian Burns.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
He'll try to run for it. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. And that's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down.
Let's go.
Here's a designed run. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Ready. Hut.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 32 yards.
Ready.
On first down, right back to Johnson. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
Ready.
From the 43, here's second and 6. They'll go again with Johnson.
This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. When you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down, and in this case, they do it for a loss.
Okay, ready?
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Blue 32.
Putting the tight end in motion.
Set.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away well short of the first down mark.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
59-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick
is good.
And the Giants will cut the lead down to 4.
17.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, and he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Come on. Ready.
Opening carry of the game for Tyjae Spears. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17.
Ready.
And a very quick first down.
First down.
Ready.
First and 10 at the
Play action
43-yard
now.
line.
It's Milton. Downfield by Pickens. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That's another
60
Cowboys
average.
first down.
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver. And incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
And he will score! David Blue. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Aubrey good with the extra point. Cowboys add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
situation here, Mike, if they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Third and 6.
Here we go. Brings up third and 6.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Short pass taken in by the tight end. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
First down.
They get 22 yards there. That's good for a Giants first down. And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Ready. 22 needle.
No.
Down. Hut.
On the handoff, it's Allen. The ball comes out.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it, it's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral,
Let's go
it's
now.
just hard to pull yourself out.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Bronco 80. Hurt. Ready.
On first down, here's Blue. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Jarvis promptly. 1 yard gain.
Ready
Brings
up.
up
It is second and 9.
70.
At the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
A run with Blue. And he'll be stretching at the line of scrimmage.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
And that is incomplete. So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt.
Man in punt formation.
Taken at the 19. And some nifty running on the return to get some good yardage before he was taken down.
Ready. Rail. Set.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Back to the air again on second and 10. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard, and sets up third down.
A 2-yard pickup.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And that is incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time.
Incomplete.
And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
Fourth down.
Oh, how about that hit?
The Cowboys take
He
over
took a
first and
pretty
10
good lick at the
at
end
their
with that
own
one.
34-yard line.
Dragon 60. Set. Ready.
Throwing on first and 10 is Milton. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And he will go all the way. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys are going to extend their lead.
Giants 17.
Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. Johnson now to return. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. His kick is good. From 60 yards out. He's got the leg to knock it through.
Jason Sanders set to kick
First
off.
half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Begin with a zone read. And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, it's funny when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
Room to run at the 35. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
3 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
70 lying.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Go.
To fake the give, and now it's Milton. That's complete, left side to Pickens. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond
10
midfield.
more yards. That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run with Blue. And they'll take this down inside the 45.
Ready up.
13 more yards. That's another Cowboys first down.
On the play fake, it's Milton. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Throwing, Milton. Now a screen set up for Blue. Now he's loose again. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll try to set up the screen here, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pick up of 5 and sets up 2nd
It's a
and
gain
5.
of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And this will be a Giants first down. He's able to get it up to the 37-yard line.
First down. An 8-yard pickup. First
Drill,
down,
52.
Giants.
Back to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official, who was right there. Not the most accurate pass. It's incomplete, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play for the Giants. 33 yards. 1st and 10.
Let's hut.
Johnson. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line. Second and 11.
Brings up second and 11.
Set, ready.
At the 31-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but put the ball in harm's way. Just an ugly-looking kick right from the jump, Mike. I mean, it was the snap initially. That led to a bad hold. That led to a little bit of a mistiming of the kicker's steps. And you add all that up, and that's the kick you get. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On second down, Blue. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back losses.
A loss of the
Now
yard.
it's third down.
It's now third and
And now the
13.
Cowboys going to take a timeout. We'll talk things over before third down.
Ready. Cougar 19. Hey, watch him right here. Go. Down. Hut, hut.
On third down, they go with Spears. And a good rally to the football. It's a gain of 9, but it brings up fourth down.
45-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. Johnson now to return. He's to midfield. And they will finally track him down. Not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, when you've given up this many points, you're going to get quite the workload with your return units, and that's a really good effort right there. I mean, it's going to get lost anytime you have a one-sided game like this, but that's great determination on that one.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 9. Another run here with Johnson. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down.
At this point, we're going to need two hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a
The
yard.
first set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Hut.
On the ground, it's Johnson. Trying to bounce that one outside, but only to be able to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
30-yard line.
On the ready.
On the 30 now. Here's second down and 9.
Down.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. 21 is the line to gain as we hit third down. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on third down. Brings up fourth, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll start the drive on the ground with Spears. And he's going to be taken down to 37. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
60.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Set up. Ready.
4th quarter begins on the ground.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
Brings up 2nd
Here we
and
go.
11
Set.
at the 36-yard line.
Check go.
Milton to the air on 2nd down. To the outside. Pitch made by Pickett.
Milton's pass.
Nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Ready.
They'll try and run here with Spears. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
It's 4th down.
The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. To return is Johnson. And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's able to get forward out beyond the 10-yard line.
Close. 10. Let's check.
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
17 yards. 1st down, New York.
Set. Ready.
On the give, it's Johnson. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd
Ready.
and 9
Cut.
at the 31-yard
Shotgun
line.
snap, and they'll give it to Johnson. He'll manage only about 3, so
Another
it
carry
will bring
for
up
the running back.
3rd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Come on. Set.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL. Like when you are not good on 3rd down, your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns. You find yourself down big, it's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. They never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Ready. Set. Left, ready, ready.
Once again, it's Spears. Space to run inside the 20. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain
20-yard pickup there. First down, Cowboys.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, hot, hot.
Now a give up the middle. And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
That's on Tyler Guyton, the tackle.
On the double. Snap. Cowboy, go.
Straight ahead, it's Spears. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. It is third
No gain
and
on
long.
the play. It's now third down and long.
Ready.
Throwing is Milton. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's in. Touchdown, Dallas. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Their own 32-yard line.
Ready, set.
He'll start this on the ground with Johnson.
The ball
And
carried by
he'll get nothing here.
Taken down.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
They'll try to run for it. Johnson. And they've got it. Going to pick up the first down there. Right around midfield.
On the set.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Check, pick. Let's ready.
They'll go again with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line in second
Loss
down.
of 2 brings up second
Double,
and
38.
12 at the
Here we go,
47-yard
set.
line.
On the handoff, it's Johnson. And he
Another
nearly
carry
got
for the
free.
running back.
But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third
A
down.
gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Down. Ready.
Handoff, Johnson is running right.
The running back, again the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
On the double.
The offense
of 3.
staying out
It's
there
fourth
for
down.
this fourth down.
Ready.
They'll go. It's Johnson. And he will have a Giants first down as they manage to convert. That'll keep this
First and
drive
10 at
alive.
the 41-yard line.
Come on, set. Hut.
Again, and here's Johnson. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season.